Hello friends, it's Gina. Welcome to the Rebookery channel. This is a super quick little process video on a spread I did that's actually quite messy. It's a messy little spread that I'm doing about an event that my son and I took part in recently, which was not the most pleasant. It was getting a passport. And yeah, I kind of had my grouchy pants on when we went through this process because there were so many hoops I had to jump through. And anyway, long story short, we finally got it, and I'm very happy that we finally went through the process. We got the passport. I'm now smarter. I know now what not to do when I get a passport. And anyway, I just kind of wanted to document it because this is a really cool thing. My son is going to be 18 and he's going to be going on a trip when he graduates in May. And so having a passport is something that is pretty darn cool. So I'm proud that he got it. But yeah, it was kind of a lengthy pain in the butt process. So I started with a page that was like, it already had ink and some stamps on it. It was a children's book page. It's in my little journal. And on the left hand side, you can see that that is the back of my Paris letter when I did the layout about Janice McLeod's book. And that was actually the letter that she sent me. And so that's the thing you see on the left hand side. The first thing I put down on this layout was just the little piece of paper we got from CVS or Walgreens, whichever one we went to get the passport picture. And I actually put it over top of two of those label stickers, the ones that are red and white. Those are the label stickers that I have in my vintage postcard sticker kit that I have. I have a few more of those available on Etsy, and so those are just a couple of the little labels that I have in that kit. And I really like using those labels because to me they look like old-time labels, like from Denison or one of those companies, you know, back many years ago. And it's just kind of got that old red look to it with the kind of that off-white of those labels, because the labels I used were vintage, so they kind of had some discoloration. So I just stuck the Walgreens thing over top of those labels, and then I used some little photo corners to put his picture on there, because when you get passport photo, they actually give you two, so I was able to keep one of them. And then I just wrote on some other label stickers what a joy it was to get this passport. Now the photo that I'm working on now is just one that I was standing there at the counter and I was really grumpy, and so I thought, well, I'll just take a picture of him while he was getting his passport picture taken, and it actually made me smile. So I'm sticking that little photo down and just went over it with my navy blue China marker. And then those little stamps that I'm using, those are some old stamps. I think it says Boys Town. And I wanted to use those because the trip he's going on is with some of his best boyfriends and their families. And so just thought those were kind of appropriate stamps to use. And then the other stamps that I used were ones that I just have in my collection. They are of different countries and different states, and so I made sure that I put Missouri stamp on there because that's where we live, and that's part of the reason why getting a passport was such a pain in the butt. And then the country that he's going to, I wanted to use one of those stamps. So I felt like I needed to tie this whole thing together because it wasn't grounded. So I took some of my super skinny newspaper print tape that I think I've told you about before. A friend of mine got those little tapes from a newspaper that was going out of business, and I just kind of stuck them across the page horizontally, and that added some weight to the middle of the page. And so then I went down to the bottom, added some weight down there, and then added another little strip up at the top to kind of balance the whole thing out. And now I'm just kind of toying around with some stamps, some little travel stamps that I have. I think one of them is an airplane, one of them is a globe, and just kind of using those stamps, sticking them around the layout. It's a pretty busy layout. There's a lot going on, and because this is in my little journal, I have pages that peek through because not all the pages are equally sized. So it's a really busy layout, but that's the way I like it. I like it to be nice and busy and junky and textured. I don't know, it just kind of makes me feel happy. So now I'm going to just take a tag here, and I'm just going to do some journaling. Just some quick little thoughts about the process. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know that I'm writing in complete sentences here. I'm just kind of throwing some things down that I wanted to remember about when we went to get his passport. And then I'm going to stick it in the envelope right there on the right hand side, and I actually have to fold it because it won't fit. So super quick little layout, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I appreciate you all so much, especially the store opening that I had last weekend. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed the videos that I put out. And this little journal's gotten me thinking about cookbooks, because this is a gigantic cookbook. So I actually have a collection of cookbook journals that I'm going to put out this week, and I'm going to put a video up probably Tuesday night, and I'll go through. There will be 5 of those journals, and I'll go through and show you guys what I'm going to put in my shop. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and oh my goodness, do I hope you already have a passport. Thank you guys. Bye.